Odyssey 27 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Good morning, everybody. Great to be with all of you here on another edition of Beyond the Forecast. I am meteorologist Brett Thackara, and we do anticipate some nice weather. Some of you may think, why are we doing this when there's not much to talk about? Well, it's a daily digital update, and that's what we're here to do as often as we can, because you know what? The weather still matters to a lot of people out there, even though we expect very little disruption to our day-to-day lives over the next week or so, which is great news as we head back to school this week. We'd have Labor Day weekend plans. There's a lot going on, right? Phillies taking on the Mets in New York this week. We've got Penn State's home opener against Nevada this week at Beaver Stadium, the newly renovated Beaver Stadium, the in process of getting renovated Beaver Stadium. And, of course, we have Friday night high school football and all other kinds of fall sports going on, plus fall activities ramping up as we say goodbye to August. So lots to talk about and discuss, and we're going to do that here with you this morning. Mannheim looking good here. This is our downtown camera. It is crystal clear this morning. You talk about a taste of fall, and this is it. Chilly in some spots. We have temperatures in the 40s out there in many locations. Willow Hill looks good too, but you notice the brown lawns and the grass as students and teachers get into school this morning. It's dry. And for those of you looking for some rain, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of good news in that department. It is crystal clear out there. We expect a nice day ahead and really a nice several-day stretch ahead this week. Not only with the sunshine, but with temperatures too. We've got West Perry Middle School at 56 degrees this morning, 57 in Mannheim. Lancaster popping up to 60. Lewistown still at 55, but you might need the sweatshirt this morning. Look at some of these numbers. Lebanon at 53. Lancaster at 54. Look at York down to 50. We had some 40s too. Tower City and Louisville dipping into the 40s this morning. This is about a 10 to 15 degree drop from where we were yesterday. It's actually very impressive, and it just feels awesome out there. Dew points now in the 40s and low 50s. You talk about a dry air mass, and this is it. We will see some clouds later today, though, and those clouds may even yield a brief stray shower. We made it to 82 yesterday. I don't think we'll make it into the 80s again until perhaps Labor Day. The normal high right now is 84, so we're running below normal. We did have a normal low yesterday of 64 degrees. And check out the view here in Chambersburg. Looks awesome in Franklin County. Highs in the mid to upper 70s today. We're loving that, and we're feeling good because the dew points remain fairly low. So here's this trough, and I've drawn it on the map here. It's not a very strong trough, but you can clearly see it depicted across the northeast. And on the edge of this trough, notice we do have a couple of showers, all right, extending right along this line from Chicago over into Erie and up into New England. And so those showers could reoccur and redevelop here later today. Now, we expect it to be sunny, maybe some cumulus clouds later, but these showers will be around too, and we don't expect a lot and don't expect a lot of rain from them, but watch Precision Cast. This sort of has the right idea here. Maybe a shower or two later as we move into later this afternoon. And again, this doesn't show much, but what it does show indicates I probably should mention the chance, even though I don't think it's a great one. Tomorrow, same deal, a sunny start, then partly cloudy in the afternoon. Thursday looks awesome. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Again, dry, lovely weather for most of the week. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 70s here today. Notice, though, this is indicating those showers and maybe a few clouds this afternoon start to cool us off a bit. Tonight, dropping into the upper 40s and low 50s. Again, very comfortable. This is open your windows type of weather, friends. And tomorrow afternoon, mid 70s again. It looks comfortable on Wednesday. It just looks awesome. Now, statistically speaking, as we shift our focus from locally to the tropics, this is the most active time of the year because the oceans have had all summer to warm up. We get a lot of tropical activity in late August and early to mid-September. But right now, all we have going on out there, Tropical Storm Ferdinand, and not a very strong storm. In fact, look at it. It's getting more disorganized by the hour. Winds at 45 miles an hour. It's sort of ripping itself apart. And when we expand the picture, for those of you hoping to maybe get some tropical remnant rains, I don't see anything coming. There's very little activity in the tropics. The tropical basin right now in the Atlantic as a whole, very, very quiet. I, for one, am thankful for quiet weather. We had an active summer with high dew points, flash flooding, and a lot of rain. And I know some of us are getting desperate for rain, but unfortunately that doesn't look to be changing. So I'll take the quiet. I like the quiet, and I like all the low dew points. It looks like it's going to be very comfortable. Now, if you do want rain other than maybe a stray shower today, Thursday night would be an option into Friday morning. There's another little trough swinging through. Again, though, this doesn't look like it will be a lot of rain. It stays dry through Labor Day, and then probably not until the end of next week does it look like we have any more rain chances. So rain looks extremely, extremely limited, and I will touch on that more in just a second. 77 today, partly cloudy skies, very pleasant. This afternoon, low humidity and comfy tonight. Open the windows. Temperatures dropping into the upper 40s and low 50s. So basically boring and comfortable. That's the forecast with partly cloudy skies this week. Labor Day looks awesome. Labor Day weekend with sunny and pleasant weather. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, nearing 80 next Monday, but overnight lows remain in the 50s. So we're really talking about a nice stretch of weather. Let's take you out even longer now, and we'll show you the extent of it. I am seeing what I think is a warm-up after Labor Day, heading into September. Signs are pointing to temperatures getting back into the 80s by early September. That would be seasonably normal, if not a little bit on the warm side. Let's take you over now to the European. This shows some hotter days ahead with temperatures climbing back to near 90 a couple of times in September. And I've often said that, right? I just spoke at a Rotary Club meeting last night, and one of the questions was, why is it so cool right now? Are we done with summer? And the answer is, I think the excessively long stretches of heat and humidity are over, but September can feature warm days. We see it almost every year. And if you like if you go by the European here, this would indicate that there are still warm days left. Look at next week after Labor Day, 89 and even some 90s still could be in the cards. Now, again, the European tends to go a little bit warmer. I'm not totally buying into it, but I do think we will get warm again as we move into September. So just keep that in mind. Now, one other thing I want to talk about is the lack of rainfall. And while I do love it, and I'm very happy that we will be getting some very nice weather, farmers, ag folks, and just those of us in general that want to care for our lawns and gardens, we do need it. And we want to talk about it here. I want to take you out on the European model. This is a very long-range model just to show you what we have in the cards over the coming days. Now, this takes us through today. Here's tomorrow morning. So you'll notice there could be a brief shower today in spots. You'll also notice it doesn't produce a lot of rain. The next chance of rain will come Thursday night into Friday. All right, so there's that chance. And you'll notice here's Friday evening. Again, even if that produces rain, for most of us, it's going to be less than 1/10 of an inch. So now let's take you through Labor Day and into early September. Remember, the European is a long-range forecast model. We're going to take you all the way out here to September 10th, really the evening of September 9th. And all the rain over that entire period shows less than 1/4 of an inch for most of eastern Pennsylvania. So that is the one concern, of course, going forward, is that there just simply will not be any rain to speak of in the next 2 weeks, really. So just keep that in mind as we head into September, that we will probably be looking for days that will feature some rain, because right now it's not many. But that is a look beyond the forecast. Enjoy the nice weather, everybody, as we move into the end of August. I'm Brett Thackara. Have a great day.